Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Adventure SG. So let's do another fantastic word problem on fraction. This is a very general question you will see in every other test paper. So I thought of including this in my videos. So let's start with reading the question first. There were some spectators watching a football match. 3 by 4 of them were men and women. 5 by 6 of them were men and children. 63 spectators were men. So part A of the question is what fraction of the spectators were men, and part B is how many spectators were there at the football match. Okay, so what do we have here is we have a football match going on. Okay, football match going on, and we have three category of spectators, right? What are the three categories? Men, women, and children. So these are the three categories, right? And what else we have here is that 3 by 4 of them were men and women, right? So let's write it. So let's, whatever information we have, right? So let's start writing it. So that means what we are given here is men plus women is 3 by 4 of the total number of spectators. What does this mean? It means that if we divide the total number of spectators into 4 equal parts, then 3 part of it is men and women. Okay, 3 part of it is men and women. So let's quickly draw a model for that. Okay, which shows the total number of spectators here, like this. So let's say this is my total number of spectators, and let's divide it into 4 equal parts. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? They doesn't seem to be equal. It's okay, they don't have to be. Okay, it's just symbolic mostly. So yeah, so let's say it's roughly equal. So we have divided the total number of spectator into 4 equal parts, and out of 4 parts, three parts are men plus women, right? So we can show it here. Like this. So this whole thing is men and women. So let's write it, men, and let's say M for men and W for women. And then what do you think? What is this left over, right? So this should be, since there are only 3 categories, men, women, and children, and these 3 units shows men and women, that means definitely the last one, this unit should be showing us the unit of children, right? This must be representing the number of children, right? So far this is what we got from after reading this statement. 3 by 4 of them were men and women. So this is what we got. Now let's read the next statement, which says 5 by 6 of them were men and children. Now that means the same number of spectators, if you divide it into 6 equal parts, 5 part of it is men and children together. Okay, so let's write it. Let's write the information quickly. So that means men plus children. Okay, men plus children is how much? Is 5 by 6. Okay, so for this one, let's draw another one. Okay, because we can't show it here. So the length of this should be same, right? Because they are showing the same number of spectators. Okay, same number of spectators, but this time we will be dividing this one into how many parts? 6 parts, right? 6 parts, right? So let's do that. So it's, let's say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's say there are 6 equal parts. Okay, and out of these 6 equal parts, 5 of them is men plus children. So let's show it here quickly. So this is my full total number of spectators, out of which these 5 is for what? For men plus children. So what do you think? What is this left unit for? Obviously, as I told you, only 3 categories. If this is men and children, this should be women, right? This should be women. So let's represent it by W, women. Okay, now what we can do now? The thing is, see the 2 models, although the number of spectators is same, it is divided they are not equally divided, right? Here it is divided into 4 equal parts, and in the second one it is divided into 6 equal parts. So with this we can't draw much information. If we want to use this model, the first thing we have to do is to make the number of units in both these models same. Okay, both this model same. So how we can do that? See here this is divided into 4 parts, and in the other one is divided into 6 parts. So the next thing we have to do is to find the least common multiple of 4 and 6, right? So that we can divide it equally. Okay, so I hope all of you know, you have learned it in primary 4 itself, right? How to find the least common multiple. So what will be the least common multiple of 4 and 6? Please try it. Okay, keep the answer ready. So least common multiple of 4 and 6 will be 12, right? Those who got 12, good job. Okay, so it's 12. That means we have to divide both these models into 12 equal parts. Now how do we do that? Here in the first model we have 4 equal parts, right? So if we have to divide it into 12 equal parts, what should we do? One way is to think with what number we multiply 4 we get 12. Obviously it's 3, right? Because 4 times 3 is 12, right? So definitely that means we have to divide each of these parts further into 3 equal parts. Okay, and how about this one? Second one, yes, there are 6 equal parts already. So with what number we multiply 6 so that we get 12? So 6 times what is 12? 6 times 2 is 12, right? That means here we have to divide each of the unit further into two parts, right? 2 parts, right? So let's do it. So let's divide here this one into 3 equal parts. Okay, so let's do that quickly. So now the 4 unit has become 12 units, and here in this one let's divide them equally further into 2 more parts, right? I mean each one into 2 parts. So this one will also give you 12 units, right? We could have done this from here as well, right? Because here here 4 and 6 represents the total number of spectators, right? And if I want to make this 12, what can I do? I can just multiply both the numerator and denominator by 3. So that will give me 9 by 12, right? Yeah, so here, see here, now also here also the denominator is 12, right? And how about here? Yes, we can multiply with what? So that we get 12 in the denominator with 2, right? So multiply both numerator and denominator with 2, you will get 10 by 12. Okay, yeah, so that's another way. It's optional, very much optional, but it's just for more clarity. Okay, now what do we see from the model? Actually the model is very important. See from here, from this model, right, the total number of units for both the cases, the total number of units for both the models is 12, right? This total is 12 units, right? This is 12. But from here you see the last 3 units is for children, right? The last 3 units. So let's highlight it. The last 3 unit here is for children, right? And it's obvious also because see, men plus women is 9 by 12, means out of 12, 9 unit is for men and women. So 12 minus 9 is 3, right? So from here also you can get that, okay, 3 unit is for children. Okay, then how about this one? See, if you see carefully, the last 2 unit is for women, right? So the last 2 women, so let's highlight it. So last 2 unit is for women. From here also you can see that, see, men plus children is 10 by 12. That means out of 12 unit, 10 unit is for men and children. That means 12 minus 2 unit is for women, right? So what do we get from here? Let's write it. So from here we can infer that the children, the units of children is 3 unit, right, from here. And the units of women will be 2 units, right, from here, 2 units. Okay, now we have to also find what is the total units of men, right? What is the total unit of men? So see, directly we cannot find, because men is always either combined with women or combined with children. But since now we know what is the number, what is the unit of children are there, and what is the unit of women are there, we can find the total number of men's, right? The number of units of men's. How? Because we know that the total units is 12, right? If from that we subtract the number of units of children and the number of units of women, we will get the number of men. What I mean is, see, children plus women together will be how much? See, let's write it. So children plus women together is 3 unit plus 2 unit. That will give you 5 unit, right? And we know that the total unit of spectators is how much? 12 unit, right? Total number of total spectators are 12 unit. So what would be the how many units of men are there? It will be 12 unit minus 5 unit, which is 5 unit is children plus women. So that will give you 7 units, right? Now let's read part A of the question, which asks what fraction of the spectators were men, right? What fraction of the spectators were men? So you know that the number of unit of men is 7, right? And the total number of spectator is 12. So it's very obvious the fraction is that the number of men divided by the total spectators. So that will give you 7 by 12, right? And then let's moving on to the part B. How many spectators were there at the football match, right? How many spectators were there at the football match? So basically we have to find how much is the 12 unit, right? So total number of spectators were 12 unit. So for that we have to find how much will be 1 unit. And how do we find that? See, in the question we have 63 spectators were men, right? 63 spectators were men. So from here, and we know the number of units of men is 7 unit, so we can equate it. So we can say that okay, 7 unit should be equal to 63, right? So 1 unit should be equal to 63 divided by 7. That will give you 9, right? Now what would be the total number of spectators, which is 12 units, right? So it is 12 unit. So you can write here it's 12 times 9. That will give you 108, right? So there were 108 spectators in all, right? So let's quickly write our answer. So our part A is 7 by 12, okay, and part B is 108, okay, spectators. Okay, so that's our solution. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep watching and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.